JoJo's caption, right? I'm Ronnie Garcia, and he's asked me that if you're new first time here, you raise your hand. All right. What Stanley wants you to do is to stand up and tell you who you are and where you fish, including the kid. All right.
Just tell us your name, buddy.
All right, stand up. What's your name?
You gotta talk loud. They need to turn that music down. Can they turn that music down?
Gotta get, I don't know. Where you got the thing? Lower the music a little.
We're not gonna be able to hear them.
All right. Good. What's your name, sir? All right. What kind of boat you got, dude? Got a Robalo? Oh, nice, nice. And your name, sir? Lutzen?
Speak up.
I can't.
It's hard to hear.
Yeah.
I'm Luke, and I fish the Wrigley's, and I have a Robalo.
What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
Redfish.
Redfish? How many pounds? How many pounds?
About, I think about
Show us
5.
by hand.
Oh yeah, you can fish.
I'm Jonah Ballo.
John DeBallo.
I fish at the Wrigley's. I drive their Robalo.
Okay. Sounds good.
Good for you. Got it
Yeah,
going.
so that's where we fishing now. We were out there this morning.
Go ahead.
We're good.
Okay, my name is Max Fuchs. I live right here, Magnolia Forest, Pearl River. I fish mostly out of Wrigley, but I launch out of by Liberty, Pelican Point sometimes, the Point sometimes, and it's my first time out coming here. And we have not been doing work. My wife and I and grandkids, so I wanted to come here and pick your brain because y'all know.
What kind of boat you got, Matt?
I got a Key West.
Key West?
Yeah, Key West. A 189 FS. Like
Okay.
a family sportsman, kind of hybrid, offshore, hey. Look. Nice.
Good.
It works.
Hey y'all, I'm Ken and this is Mason. We're from Brandon, Mississippi. It's our first time to a meeting. And we like to fish Delacroix. We've been there 5 or 6 times, taking his advice on where to go, where to fish, and it's worked every time. It never disappoints.
Were you fishing out a little crevasse that time?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. You know, I went back over there and yeah, it was a bump there. I never caught a fish, man.
We went at the right time, at the right time, and we filled the cooler up 3 days in a row.
Really?
But if it was a variable of an hour before or an hour after,
That
they
was
weren't
it.
there.
You're
I
right.
went there and they weren't there. So they were there when we went.
That's what happens, man.
So, but we fished the Gulf Coast and from Alabama, Mississippi. But now we figured out there's no reason to go anywhere but Louisiana.
You stay
How long
over.
did it take you to get here?
3 hours.
Do you stay overnight when you go down there?
We usually stay on Delacroix Island.
Okay.
At, Chasing Tails, a little Airbnb there. So,
Okay. Nice meeting you, man.
glad to be here, y'all.
Your name, sir?
Anthony Manziel, I've been here before.
You been here before? A couple over there. Let me go over there and get a couple over there. First name?
Yeah, I'm Pat Prechek. I'm here with my wife, Wynn. We lived here 40 years ago. I got hooked on Louisiana. So we're residents down here the 4 best months of the year. And love to fish. We go to Delacroix, we go to Hopedale, fish out of Shell Beach, like to fish Lake Bourne. Been everywhere in this state. Been down to Venice, rented houseboat, fish offshore sometimes, but love it here.
Oh, great. That's great.
And got a 23-foot Avid. Saw you two guys out the other day. I waved and said hello. And was out there with my nephew. And every one of my family members likes to come down and visit when Pop's down in Louisiana.
There you go. And your name, I know you said, but you need to get up and talk too now.
We've been watching your show. We come a couple, like you said, a couple months a year. We're from Boulder, Colorado, so kind of a ways. But
So when I come snow skiing, I'm gonna be able to come see you guys. I mean,
Sure you can.
I'm first mate, and I like catching more than fishing.
you like catch a lot of them like that. Anybody else over here first timer?
Hey, I'm Stuart McAvoy. We actually had a camp in Cocodrie for 30 years, got wiped out with Ida. So we bought a new camp in Lakeshore Estates. and I don't know anything about fishing here, so I'm trying to figure it out. So,
Okay, you're with the right crew. You got the right crew. By the way, the gentleman right there with the blue shirt, that is the trout master. He is the president of CCA South Slidell, and Tony Cypress is around here somewhere. Tony Cypress is the North Shore CCA. So we got a lot of information we can feed you here, and we love taking people fishing. So anytime you want to go, we can hook up.
awesome. Thank you.
Your name, ma'am?
Terry Club, and I go fishing every time my son has off.
I've been fishing in Merle Grove and Port Sulphur area mostly, and I have the Key West 1720 Sportsman.
There you go. Let's do it.
And a Southport 16 foot.
Southport, which size motor's on that one?
Just a 40.
40. That'd be good for Lake Pete. Anybody else new here? I know Tyrone, you and I have been trying to go, buddy. Just the weather has not been cooperating. Plus, you can only go on Sundays, which is tough because
Saturday, Sunday, the weekend.
it kind of limits when we can get out there. So we got about, what, 30 people here, folks? This is a great happy Easter to everybody, number one. And I appreciate you all coming because I didn't think we'd have that many today after Good Friday and Easter in between, you know. But anyway, we can get back to the meeting.
You can catch fish when the fish are biting. And if you see a fish biting, okay, you're on a real good bite, you can just throw out almost anything. When I was growing up, my dad put a piece of white t-shirt on because they ran out of shrimp on the hook, and they were catching speckled trout, and they were feeding them school trout. So again, it depends. Now, if you ask Stanley said he uses those three things. Now, Stanley has a tendency to fish more in the deep holes and deeper water. That's what he likes to do. Fishes the tide currents, and we can talk some more about that, about finding the fish or whatever. But he likes to fish the tide currents and the holes. But he also then has learned from Rudy now, is that you can catch him along popping corks as well. That's where we're going with the power prawns, the small power prawns, and those have done, those we're catching a lot of speckled trout. One of the latest things, as I just showed you earlier, is that Rudy and I caught a lot of fish at Mr. Go on the hard baits, and we were using green, greenish light scope stick, as well as the purple and silver white side, and then the pink, the cutters, pink cutters. And again, size made a little bit of difference in the 90 millimeters versus the 100 millimeter. Now the scope stick was 100 millimeter, was doing really well. And then one of the other beads we talked about using rattle traction and control of your jig. So now what you've got is, okay, this is the rig doing the lake key troll. And so you let out as much line, and usually having a bait caster with your thumb on. And if you look at the latest video, Stanley video, we talk about, okay, Stanley talks about how he uses that bait caster. How much line?
Ron, show them what happens when you jerk the pole. Show them what happens.
Okay, what you get is, this kind of stuff, where you lift it up. So when you let the line out, and again, using your thumb, let the line out until you can twitch it, until you begin to feel that bottom, letting line out. Once you start feeling you're hitting that bottom, and again, he's going to be trolling at about 1.5 miles an hour. So you got to go very slow. And a good example with Stanley along those lines is that 2 weeks ago when I went out with Stanley, I had 50-pound test break, and I just couldn't
Go to the backside, real slow, but it's, you can get through that narrow gap. Don't be afraid. Water's plenty deep. You can get out the other side. They rarely close both of them. A lot of times they close one because they want to work on it, something like that. Go to the other side. So don't be afraid to go on that backside. I've done it a million times. You just got to get through those two little narrow gaps.
Wait, which locks are you talking about there? You ain't going to the backside of Bob Avenue. There is no backside.
No, I'm talking about.
I'll show you.
The intercoastal. You talk about the intercoastal.
I'll show you.
These guys.
All right, folks, this is up and close and personal now. And everything talking about fishing. Delacroix, Hopedale. Talking about getting around the backside of the dam right now. On C8, folks, Team JoJo's crew came through. We got all kinds of tackle here, rod, reels for Wish to Fish organization, so that Big T-Dot, Team JoJo's Big T-Dot can turn it in, have the ladies work on it, and let the kids fish for a living, fish for them, you know. Anyway, T-Dot's come pick this up so he can deliver it to Wish to Fish.